Welcome back to the weekly news roundup. This is the business and the Sillyville editions. These are recorded live Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like to catch the show live, join us for a discussion and whatever else we might want to do. Well, today we have an update from Insteon. Finally comes clean about the sudden shutdown. Basically, they're like, we were looking for a buyer and we didn't find one and we just shut down. And then we just tried to scrub everything. And this was like, hey, we hope you understand. No, actually we don't. That was stupid. What are you doing? And so, they basically came out saying, yeah, we tried to find a buyer, but nobody wants to buy us because there's Zigbee, Z-Wave, and other ones that are a whole lot better than our crap, and whatever. The fact of the matter is, though, yeah, they should have absolutely let people know because, frankly, it's kind of a jerky move to sit here and close your whole business down instantly without any notice. If you were out there looking for a buyer, you should have let people know. That way they could, make other plans or whatever else. But there was really no good way around this. But there you go. Well, the Apple App Store is now widely removing outdated apps. So any app that has not been updated, and they say a significant amount of time, I think it was like, 2 years maybe, I forget. Yeah, okay, so this developer here, I feel sick. Apple just sent me an email saying they're removing my free game Motivoto because it is more than 2 years old. It's part of their app improvement system. This is not cool. Console games from 2000 are still available for sale. This is unfair buried indie develops. No, it's not, you moron. Just upgrade your stupid game. Push an update. Tweak 2 things in the code, add your little privacy nutrition label, push an update, and you're fine. What are you whining about? Any guesses on the color of this person's hair? Yeah, I mean, it's just like, whatever. Yeah, the app has not been updated in 2 years. Maybe it's about time to revisit it. I kind of agree with Apple here. Not gonna lie. All right. Let's see. Apple is removing a few of my old games because they've not been updated in a significant amount of time. Games can exist as completed objects. These free projects aren't suitable for updates or a live service model. They're just finished artworks from years ago. Update it. Add your nutrition label. Tweak 2 lines of code. Give it a new logo. So, talk about first world problems. My Lord. Just an FYI, breaches and hacks can be discovered. Have you audited your code lately? I mean, I get it. You don't want to go through the pain and the problems of it all, but my Lord. More gaming news. Ubisoft has disabled online functionality for 91 games. So if you've actually paid real money for content, it's just now completely inaccessible. This is why I'm not interested in buying games that have to be connected to servers. The few games that I like to play, I have copies of them. I have all of the update threads that I want stored on files. So if I need to, I can install it from my original disks and then go ahead and update it from there. So I can go ahead and do those types of things. And the reality is, guys, this is the type of thing that causes Ubisoft to not be liked by the gaming world, to my understanding, because a lot of games that people might still want to play, they just have simply stopped working, even if you've explicitly paid for extra content. Sorry, it's all gone. Then they have a whole list here and the platforms that they're found on. Some of these are PC games, PC, PlayStation, Xbox 360. So there's some Assassin's Creed. I'm guessing these are DLCs, Far Cry things. Since I'm not a gamer, I have no idea what I'm looking at. Just looks like a bunch of gibberish to me. Is this Greek? No, I'm not that clueless. But if you have bought games from Ubisoft online, they might stop working soon. So just keep that in mind. And another one, PlayStation is now requiring many developers to require timed game trials as a requirement. This is another move that I think I agree with. I think it's still going to be exploited in a way. I think the problem they're trying to get around is having really horrible games that people are paying, and the cutoff is like $35 US. So any game under 35 you can still just release as it is, but if it's over 35 they are requiring you to have a 2-hour minimum free play of the game to see if you like it, and then you can buy it after that. And where I think that this is a positive, it's going to prevent these huge games from rolling out that are in a completely broken state. Now, of course, the game developers are going to make sure that first 2 hours is completely flawless and then butcher the rest of it. That's probably what's going to end up happening. But at least it's a step in the direction of allowing people to play a game for a little bit before deciding if they want it. Is this going to hurt sales? I doubt it's going to significantly hurt sales. Maybe a few people won't buy the game, but those people wouldn't be happy buying the game if they couldn't stand it and wanted to take it back anyway. So I think that it's probably is going to slightly ding sales a little bit, but it's going to decrease the negative take that people have on the company. That's my personal thought. If you have a different opinion, let me know in the comments. That'd be interesting to see. And on to our chief article for the day. Apple's new self-repair sucks. I did not get a chance to watch Louis Rossmann's video on this program yet. Just reading through the article, though. Basically, Apple's rolling out a self-repair service. They announced this a few weeks ago. This is part of them trying to fight against the right to repair guys like Louis Rossmann. Goes, see, we make it all available. You can do all this kind of stuff. The problem is, to fix a broken screen, you're going to have to buy enough equipment that's going to basically make it more worthwhile to buy a new phone. So that's kind of what they're doing. So you have to basically, to change the battery, not only do you need to buy the battery, which is a little overpriced, but then you need to buy this battery press to get the battery in and out. So the cool $115, you can buy this little device for this. Now, the article here makes a good point. If you're a business, like a business that repairs these things, it is absolutely worth a $115 investment. But if you're like, yeah, I just need to replace the battery in my one phone. Now, do you have to have this battery press to do this? Probably not. Is it going to make the job easier and more efficient? Probably. And so basically, the equipment that you need, here's the heated display removal fixture is $250. The press for the display, so this takes the display off, this puts the display back on without breaking the whole thing. You're into about $500 of equipment just to replace a broken screen, in addition to the price that you have to do the screen. Now, you can rent them for about $50 as well, but then the amount of material that they have available is extraordinarily small. It's not like you can find every small component. It's the full display kits and screws. Look at this. The display kit for my screen cracked is $265. Display bundle $269, includes the display, the screw kit, display adhesive, and the security screws. I bet you can find an iPhone screen for slightly cheaper than that. The Apple battery replacement costs $69 out of warranty, but it's going to cost you infinite amounts more with it. To do it yourself requires battery and screw kit. The cost is $69 for the iPhone 12, $13.49 for the SE, not including any tools. The battery press is $115. Most expensive repair, saves a little money, but only if you already have the tools. They charge $279 to replace the 13 screen. To do it yourself, you need the display bundle, which goes for $270, although Apple will refund $33.60 if you return the broken screen for recycling, making a net cost of $236. Unless you have the repair equipment, you'll have to rent out the toolkit for an extra $50, bringing the cost back up to $285, about $16 more than if Apple would do the job. So, they're like, hey, you can repair it. It's just going to make you hurt. Take that, you jerks. Well, if you'd like to help support the channel, you can pick yourself up a t-shirt, a coffee cup, a hat, baby onesies, all sorts of other kind of stuff with different SwitchedToLinux stuff on it. We have everything from aliens and tinfoil hats, cats and tinfoil hats, We got some Sub to the Cat because the human is crazy. Lots of fun stuff we have over on the shop. So have a look at shop.switchtolinux.com. Now let's head to Sillyville. So we have some NFT news again because it's all silly and crazy. The Bored Ape Yacht Club hack sees millions of dollars worth of stolen pictures. Guys, just on the screen, I have a copy of the picture. What's so special about the NFT? Wait, this is millions of dollars? I mean, right-click, save image as. I mean, really? But yeah, apparently these are the infamous Bored Apes. All right, well, they look like Bored Apes. Do people pay money for these? Millions of dollars? It just demonstrates the mentality of the world right now. So basically what happened here is there was somebody got into, I think it was like the Instagram account for the Bored Apes, the Banana Eating Ape Yacht Club or whatever else, and did a few scammy type of things and ended up accidentally stealing a whole bunch of pictures of apes. So, and this is a big deal because some people lost their pictures of apes, and apparently it was calculated $13.7 million because the world's crazy. I got a great idea. Why doesn't the government just buy up all these fake images and just sell all the NFTs and pay off the national debt? That'd be awesome. We can make Hunter Biden NFTs. How's that? Hunter Biden NFTs. But the money, the caveat is, hey, you can have the name with it, but the money's got to go to pay off the national debt. So yeah, there was a hack of, I think, Instagram, and some pictures of apes got stolen. And even crazier and cringier news, TikTok famous doctors are now getting NFTs, and it's a mess. That's right. So this is called Metadocs. NFTs were designed to revolutionize medicine. Basically, you have the NFT of the crazy doctors. These guys all look like zombies or something. And you have the NFT of the crazy doctor, and then you go into the metaverse and apparently get diagnosed, but you're not technically, the doctors are not actually technically allowed to diagnose you or treat you or give any form of medical advice, because that would be practicing medicine without a license. And basically they're saying for, I think it was like $500 something, each of these famous, $570, each of these famous TikTok doctors could go in and get their own NFT of themselves in the metaverse, so then you could treat patients on the metaverse. Great. So how do you take your illness and import your illness into the metaverse? Inquiring minds want to know. So, yeah. Meet the docs. Yeah. Here's the real doctors. Oh Lord. Doctors on TikTok. Are they dancing around the? Oh, that's all we need. Electric doctor with crazy glowing teeth and a. Yeah, it's frightening. Great. This thing looks like a zombie and has a scalpel. Does this remind anybody of Miko Hughes and Pet Sematary? Boys, never mind. I guess there was an update. The story has been updated to clarify that Metadocs used some celebrity doctors' names, including Dr. Sandra Lee's, without permission. Nah, I bet she used permission and said, "Get me out of this thing quick. The Titanic is going down, yo." All right, and on to you, Gnome users. Gnome devs help users solve the barking laptop problem. So apparently, and I have not verified this, if I remember, I'll go check, but apparently some versions of Gnome had a dog barking as one of the sounds that was inside of it, and on this one computer, somehow, I think it was an Ubuntu computer, somehow the barking dog ended up being the default sound for a critical error. And every time the computer would do something goofy, like Ubuntu frequently does in my experience, the computer would bark at the guy. And he was all triggered about this because they had a new puppy and they're trying to train the puppy, and then the puppy would go crazy when the computer barked. Okay. So apparently, in response to the Karen yelling about a barking computer, apparently the Gnome Foundation is removing the barking dog. As long as they replace it with the cat's meow, I'm okay with that. But we need to have animal representation among the sound defaults inside of Gnome. Anyway, even bigger. I mean, a few days ago, we bought a dog and we tried to get it socialized and help it learn things. It's afraid of all kinds of things and particularly strange sounds. And now the laptop barks. Can I guess this guy's hair color too? I mean, really? Yeah, I'm worried my dog is triggered by my barking laptop. Change the default sound. You're using Linux. I think you can figure that out. This article is full of bad dog puns. It is this rough experience that appears to have prompted the Gnome developers to let the dogs out of Gnome 43, so to speak. How? By removing the sound entirely. Humanity, guys, is going down. We are triggered over a sound file in Linux. Great. Anybody whining about Elon Musk's farting Tesla seats? And finally, Google goes woke. So I tested this out for myself, and I might be, maybe I'm under, maybe they're testing this in rollout mode or whatever else. But apparently the search engine is now launching inclusive language function to cut down on politically incorrect words. Users typing landlord will see a warning saying it may not be inclusive to all readers. What in the hell are you talking about? I just typed landlord in. What are you talking about? What readers are we concerned at? Like, is this a teacher Googling something in the classroom? Uh-oh, teacher, don't use the word landlord. That's going to trigger everybody in your classroom with pink hair. Gender-specific terms like policemen should be replaced by police officers. Nudging users towards woke language is being seen by critics as a step too far. You think? I was trying to find the inclusive language searcher. I couldn't find it on my computer. But that's basically what they're doing. Let's give it another try. Let me go to google.com, see what we get. And let's go ahead and type in landlord, as they said. See, I type in landlord and this is what I get. So, either it's, I don't have it yet, or maybe you have to be signed in, or maybe it's a setting you have to actively, turn on. I don't know. Let's see. Explicit results filter, advanced light scenes, advanced search. See, I don't see any of those. Wait, see all settings. Safe search, results per page, popular searches, regional searches, languages, appearances, and help. So I'm not seeing anything as of now. Let me know in the comments, are you guys seeing this? Is this some feature I need to turn on that I just don't know about because I don't use Google? Do you have to be signed into Google? And I'm certainly not doing a search while signed into Google. You know what? Hold on. I'm signed into Google for the page. Let me go to Google. You guys won't be able to see it. Let me go to google.com and I'll type in landlord over here. And it gives me the same results. So apparently being logged in doesn't mean anything either. Oh, Google wants to know my location. Screw you, Google. No, piss off. Anyway, so yeah, let me know if you're seeing this in your Google use, if you are using Google, if you're not afraid to say it, or hey, just say, I just tested Google. First time I've been there in 5 years, and yeah, man, it went woke. Let me know. Well, anyway, if you'd like to help support the channel, we do have a Subscribestar page, subscribestar.com/SwitchedToLinux, if you'd like to join the show on over there. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we will see you next time. Thank you for watching this video from SwitchedToLinux. This channel would not be possible without the backing of the program supporters scrolling on the screen now. You can be a supporter at Patreon at patreon.com/TOMM or at thinklifemedia.com. I also want to thank the open source community who creates such excellent software that makes producing this show possible. Please remember to support your software communities. Thank you, and I hope that you enjoy switching to Linux.